friends, how are you today? Are you ready to continue our alphabet adventure? All right, so today, can you guess what letter we're talking about? That's right, it's B. Big B and little b. So what sound does B make? B. B. Can you think of some words that start with B? Burger, bird, buffalo? All of those are good words. All right, before we get started reading books that have words that start with B in them, let's sing our song so we're ready to listen. If you don't know the words, that's okay. You can follow along with your hands. So we start like this, hands together like a sandwich. Open, shut them, open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Good job. All right, the first book we're going to read is called Babinski's Bathtub. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of B's. Bobby has 3 B's. B-O-B-B-Y. Bobby Babinski's Bathtub. All right, let's find out what happens in Bobby Babinski's bathtub. Bobby Babinski's Bathtub by Judy Young, illustrated by Kevin M. Barry. And we're reading this one with permission from Sleeping Bear Press. "It's bath time," said Papa, with a great big wide grin. But Bobby Babinski refused to get in. "It's not that I think I don't need a good scrub. It's just that I hate climbing into the tub." So Papa got tools and made a huge slide that went loop-de-dee-loop and went glide-de-dee-glide. The slide was so tall it required him to chop a hole in the roof just to get to the top. Do you have a slide to get into your bathtub? No, me neither. Bobby Babinski climbed up and went down, slipping and sliding and turning around. Down toward the bathtub he zoomed with a flash. Then Bobby Babinski slid in with a splash. Can you see him on here? He looks like he's having fun, doesn't he? Bobby came up with a smile on his face. But soon a deep frown started taking its place. "What's wrong?" Papa asked. "Is the water too cold?" "There's nothing to play with," Papa was told. Do you have toys in your bath when you have a bath? Yeah, toys are fun sometimes. So Papa Babinski got a big pail, and into the tub he poured in a whale. 2 dolphins, 3 crabs, and some tropical fish went into the tub with a swoosh and a splish. Look at that, do you have a whale in your bathtub? No, I don't think a whale would fit in my bathtub. The dolphins wedged tight, the whale sat on his lap, and the tropical fish filled the last little gap. The crabs crawled across Bobby's head in a race, and Bobby complained, "There's not enough space." Uh-oh. What do you think is going to happen? There's not enough room in the tub. Oh. Let's see. So with shovel and pick, Papa started to dig, and soon Bobby's bathtub was enormously big. It stretched out to the lawn and across to the neighbors, and Bobby seemed happy with all Papa's labors. Now Papa unwrapped a bar of white soap and tossed it to Bobby, but Bobby said, "Nope. I don't want to wash," Bobby said to his dad. "Soap gets in my eyes and it makes me quite mad." It's no fun to get soap in your eyes. It hurts. So Papa ran off, but came back in a dash, then tossed in an octopus, in with a splash. 5 arms each held washcloths, 1 arm held a hose. One grabbed up the soap, and an empty arm rose. What's that octopus gonna do? It wrapped around Bobby without any troubles. Soon Bobby Babinski was covered with bubbles. The octopus squirted them off with the hose. Now Bobby was clean from his head to his toes. "It's time to come out." Papa held up a towel, but Bobby Babinski's face turned to a scowl. "I really do think it'd be so much more fun if I could dry off lying out in the sun." So Papa got sand and piled it up high, making an island where Bobby could dry. Bobby climbed out and sat under the tree, resting and drying in the tropical breeze. Now Bobby was dry, but he started to fret. "To get off this island, I'll have to get wet." He yelled to his papa, "I'm all nice and dry. It's really a shame that I cannot fly." Okay. Do you think that his dad is going to be able to make him fly? You do? Let's see. "Don't worry," said Papa, and true to his word, Papa sent over a huge flying bird. It scooped Bobby up with huge wings gyrating, flew over the water to where Papa was waiting. Okay, so he didn't fly, but he got flown. As Bobby Babinski dropped in Papa's lap, Papa held up some PJs, saying, "Time for a nap." But Bobby Babinski said, "No!" with a grin. "I want to have bath time all over again." The end. That bath was so much fun. He just couldn't stop, could he? All right. So we're going to sing a song. And what do you have in the bathtub? What's something that you have in there that's fun? Bubbles? Do you have bubbles in your bathtub? So we're going to sing a song about bubbles. I've got some bubbles here. My trusty bubbleator. We're going to sing "Rainbows in My Bubbles." I've got rainbows in my bubbles, yes I do. I've got rainbows in my bubbles, yes I do. When I look up towards the sun, there's rainbows in every one. I've got rainbows in my bubbles, yes I do. Oh, there's bubbles everywhere. Do you have bubbles at home? Are you going to blow some bubbles? That sounds like fun. All right, should we read another story? Okay. This one is called "The Bear Ate Your Sandwich." So what's the B word in this sentence, do you know? Or in this book title? The bear ate your sandwich? Yeah, it's bear. Bear. The Bear Ate Your Sandwich by Julia Sarconi Roach. And we're reading this one with permission from Alfred A. Knopf. By now, I think you know what happened to your sandwich, but you may not know how it happened, so let me tell you. It all started with the bear. The morning air was warm and bright when the bear stepped out of his den. He stretched and sniffed. The scent of ripe berries drifted toward him and led to a wonderful discovery. What's in that truck? Berries! Berries are in the truck. After a berry feast, the bear curled up in the sunlight and listened to the buzzing of the bees. Before long, he was asleep. By the time the bear opened his eyes, the buzzing had become a rumbling. He was being quickly swept along like a leaf in a great river. The forest disappeared in the distance, and high cliffs rose up around him. What do you think? Are those high cliffs? What are those? Buildings. Where is the bear? He's in a city, yeah. Once the rumbling stopped, the bear found himself in a new forest. It was like nothing he had ever seen before. Are bears supposed to be in the city? No, they're not. Do you think this bear's going to get into trouble? He might. This forest had many great climbing spaces. The trees were still itchy here. There was good bark for scratching, and the mud squished nicely under his feet. So let's see. Is he scratching on bark? No. And is he walking in mud? No, he's walking in cement. Uh-oh. There were many interesting smells in this forest, but some of the tastiest ones had already been found. So you can see there's a bear, or there's a man dressed in a bee costume. There's a raccoon inside the dumpster. There's some kitties over here by the fish market. And it looks like there's a bird, or there's a lady feeding the birds and the squirrels. Leafy green smells led the bear to new fun, and that is when he saw it. What did he see? What do you think he saw? Okay, let's see. There it was. Your beautiful, delicious sandwich all alone. He waited to make sure no one saw him. Not even the sandwich. Before he made his move. It was such a great sandwich. The bear loved it. But just as he was almost finished, he heard sniff, snuffle, slobber, snore behind him. What could it be? He had been seen! Dogs! The bear was so surprised that he ran out of the park and down the street until he spotted a very tall tree. Is that a tree? No, it's a telephone pole. From the top of the tree, the bear could see his forest. It was time to go home. The waves rocked the bear, and he began to doze. When he opened his eyes, he heard the breeze in familiar branches and the birds and bugs' evening songs. Well, the bear made it home just fine. So that's what happened to your sandwich. The bear ate it. I saw it all. I tried to save your sandwich. I was able to save this little bit of lettuce here. The bear dropped it as he ran off, but I couldn't save the rest. I'm sorry I have to tell you about your sandwich that way, but now you know. Woof, 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 woof. The end. A bear! This book book also has a lot of bee sounds in it. There's the bear. There's berries. There is, he says, there's the buzzing of the bees. There's also, there was some at the end that was really nice. Good, nice bee words. If I can find them. Let's see, here we go. Then the bear, he found the breeze in the branches and the birds and the bugs' evening songs. So many bee words in this little book. Should we sing a song with bees in it? All right. So we're going to sing a song. This one is called Baby Beluga. And I'm going to play my ukulele as we sing this one. So the chorus is Baby Beluga. Baby Beluga, is the water warm? Is your mom at home with you so happy? So you sing along with me. We're going to start with the verse. Here we go. Baby Beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. Baby Beluga, baby Beluga, is the water warm? Is your mama home with you so happy? Way down yonder where the dolphins play, where you dive and you splash all day. Waves roll in and the waves roll out, see the water squirting out of your spout. Baby Beluga, baby Beluga, sing your little song, sing with all your friends. We love to hear you when it's dark and you're home and fed, curled up snug in your water bed. Moon is shining and the stars are out. Good night, little whale, good night. Baby Beluga, baby Beluga, with tomorrow's sun, another day's begun. You'll soon be waking. Baby Beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. You're just a little white whale on the go. Good job! That's a fun song, Baby Beluga. It has so many bees in it. Should we read one more story? All right. This one is called Bird Hugs. Have you ever gotten a hug from a bird? No, me neither. Bird Hugs by Jed Adamson. And we're reading this one with permission from Two Lions Press. Bernard wasn't like other birds. When he was a baby, he didn't know he was different. Life was simple and fun. Then Bernard's friends began to fly. No matter how many times he tried, it was something he couldn't seem to do himself. What is different about Bernard than the other birds? Yeah, his wings are really long, kind of floppy. One by one, the other birds left in search of new places. "I'll learn to fly soon, won't I?" said Bernard. "Of course you will," said Orla. But the next day, she was gone too. Bernard was all alone. Maybe he just needed a little help. Here you can see he's strapped onto that tree. I think they're gonna slingshot him. "That's right, Lawrence," said Bernard. "Keep pecking that rope." Snap, twang! I'm flying! But he wasn't. Embarrassed confused by his useless wings, he tried to make them smaller. Then he wondered if it might be better to pretend they were something else. A scarf, for instance? A nice big bow? It was hopeless. Bernard felt utterly sorry for himself. He found a lonely branch and made it his home. Days turned into night. Seasons changed. Different creatures came and went, but Bernard barely noticed them. But then, one evening, he heard a sound. It was coming from someone even more dejected than Bernard. I feel very sad, and I'm not sure why, wailed the orangutan. Bernard jumped up and with his long wings gave the orangutan a big hug. The orangutan stopped crying and sighed. After a while, he stood up and stretched. That made me feel a whole lot better, he said. Thank you, kind bird. Back at his branch, Bernard thought that maybe his wings were good for something after all. For the first time in a long while, he slept soundly and woke refreshed, which was just as well, because we want hugs! Look at all those animals that want hugs. Which ones do you see? A snake? A giraffe? A zebra? A monkey? A warthog? Bernard hugged a bear and a rabbit and a whole group of birds. He hugged a very ticklish crocodile and a very slippery frog. Even a worm wanted a hug, which you'll agree was pretty brave of the worm. Now, every morning without fail, there was a line. The animals told Bernard their problems. It can be lonely at the top of the food chain. It's hard being the youngest. And he listened. Sleeping during the day makes me feel like I'm missing all the fun. Bernard didn't feel sorry for himself anymore. And all the hugging had made his wings feel strong. Maybe even strong enough for flying! This is amazing! Crash! There's more to life than flying, I suppose, said Bernard. Much more. And all the animals are saying, hello, Bernard, play with us, Bernard. Hey, Bernard, Bernard, my man, yo, Bernard. Bernard discovered that with the help of other animals, that helping other animals had given him something he hadn't expected. New friends. And friends can help you do anything. Whee! Are they helping him fly? They are. So he got to fly after all. All right, friends, that's all the time we have for today. So we need to sing our goodbye for now song. And we're going to sing this one twice. The first time, we're going to do the actions. The second time, you at home do the actions. And I'm going to play my ukulele. Okay? All right, so we start like this. One hand up, one hand on your elbow. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. Skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skin-a-ma-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-ma-rinky-doo. I love you, I love your singing. I love you, you're all terrific. I love next time. I love you, you, boop boop be doo. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Skin-a-ma-rinky dinky dink, skin-a-ma-rinky doo. I love you. Skin-a-ma-rinky dinky dink, skin-a-ma-rinky doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Oh, skin-a-ma-rinky dinky dink, skin-a-ma-rinky doo. I love your singing. I love you, you're all terrific. I love you, we'll catch you next time. I love you, you, boop boop be doo. Mwah! All right, friends, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.